Well, Ola, thanks for taking the time to speak with me. You're back in the capital, you're back in London. Just how good does it feel to be back here and playing at Fulham as well?
Yeah, it's a great feeling for me. Happy to be back home, in the capital, like you said, back near my family, and obviously with Fulham, it's a great opportunity for me. So I'm just happy.
And I remember when you joined, you talked a lot about how important it was to be back near your family. Do you think that's helped you settle in really quickly at the club? And of course, the fact that you've got friends at Fulham as well.
Yeah, I think it did. Just being close to my family. Hadn't been near them for maybe about 2 years, so just being able to be back with my siblings, my mum and dad, and obviously have a lot of friends here as well. It helped me settle in very very quickly.
And how did you find your time in Italy? What did you learn from your spell at Torino?
Well, I learnt a bit of a new language, obviously. And just the lifestyle there and the culture. It's a different way they play football. There, it's very tactical. So that was a big learning curve for me, especially as a defender. Yeah, it was really good and very enjoyable time there.
And in terms of the differences between life in London and Turin, what are they? Is it really different?
Yeah, it is. It is. Obviously, I'm a London boy, so I stuck out like a sore thumb in Turin. But yeah, the difference is that Turin's a bit more chilled, more laid back. It's obviously a smaller city, and obviously here in London it's just fast paced and everything's just moving quickly. So those are the two main differences.
And how are you finding your time at Fulham so far?
It's been good. Even though we've had some up and down results, but I've enjoyed every moment of it so far. I'm just enjoying my football. I'm enjoying my teammates and the coaching staff, and obviously the club as a whole is really good for me. So I'm just really having fun.
And you mentioned the coaching staff. How much are you enjoying working under Scott Parker?
I am. They all the coaching staff. They put a lot of time and effort into all the players, and it shows. So I'm really enjoying learning off of them and working with them day in day out.
And I mentioned that you've got some friends here. Who do you get on most with in terms of your teammates and why?
Probably the most probably Michael Hector, just because we was at Chelsea together. Then we went on loan together at Hull. So yeah, and I've known Hecky for quite some time. So I think me and Hecky get on like a house on fire.
And as a club, you've had some really good results and performances recently. For example, the win over Leicester, yesterday's draw against Liverpool as well.
Yeah.
How much has Scott Parker played a role in terms of turning the performances and results around with his coaching methods, but also his man management skills as well?
With the manager, I just think it's a thing. He's very patient, and knows when and where to say things and how to deal with the different players. So I think everyone's just bought into what he wants to do, and I think that's just the main thing. Everyone's on the same page and just going forward, just trying to take every game as it comes, and that's how it is really.
And you've been playing regularly as well. What have you made of your own performances, and how well do you think you've settled into that back line?
Yeah, I think I've had some pretty decent performances. Earlier in the start of the season, obviously it was a bit shaky, but I feel like I've settled in pretty well and starting to get into my stride, into the team as well. So it's pretty good for me as well.
And you've had the fans back now at Craven Cottage. How much of a difference do they make being there?
Yeah, it was actually wicked, for the Liverpool game. It was really good. We come out for the warm up, and straight away Bobby said to me like, "Oh, it's a good like buzz that they gave to us," and I know they helped us for that Liverpool game. I did feel it. I'm sure all the other boys felt it as well. So it's really good to have the fans back.
And you scored a stunner of a goal against West Brom in early November, and of course it was voted the goal of the month. Just take me through that goal, what you were thinking in that moment, and how you felt afterwards.
Yeah. How did I feel again? So yeah, I think I passed it to Bobby, and then I don't know, I just found myself in the edge of the box, and the ball broke to me, and there was like the goal was just in front of me, so I just hit it, just get the technique right and focus on the shot, and then how I pictured it, that's how it actually went in. So afterwards I was buzzing. I didn't even know how to celebrate or anything. I was just so excited, and obviously it was my first Prem goal as well, so I was over the moon with it.
Are you hoping to score more goals like that this season?
Yeah, why not? You know, hoping to score more goals in general, and you know, try and help the team with some goals when I can. So if they go top corner again, I wouldn't mind.
And you've got a tough game coming up against Newcastle. They've gotten back to winning ways. When do you think you can hurt them, and how tough of a game are you expecting?
You know, I think every game in this league is going to be tough. You know, but obviously, like we know Newcastle. They've got some dangerous players, and you know how the league is as well. Anyone can beat anyone. So we'll go into the game with full focus, knowing what we have to do. And hopefully we could just grind a result out.
And do you feel that now that you know the team's quite settled, that that's helping you on the pitch in terms of performances, because you kind of all know how each other works around you?
Yeah, it's a new bunch of lads, you know. So yeah, it took time for us to gel a little bit, if I can say that. But I feel like, you know, like I said, we're getting into our stride and starting to understand each other a lot better, sorry, and yeah, it should show more in the games that we play in.
And it certainly is. I mean, it looks like there's a real like sort of good belief within the squad as well about what you're doing this season, what you can do as well.
Yeah, I think everyone believes in each other. You know, we have a good squad, and I do think we can achieve something good this season. You know, it's about taking every game as it comes, and like I said, just trying to put results together and get the points on the board. So hopefully we can do that.